It's Week 14 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the Packers' rocket-armed quarterback. After his last game, now...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team with last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The numbers for Jones last week, 17 carries, 77 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one to the sideline, he's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off-play action. Eaton.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Got a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Eaton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Mounties put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And this is incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll set up a throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. Oh, he shifts past him. And it's a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Eaton.
That is caught by Lamb.
He's got some room to operate.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 33 yards that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Back to throw. Eaton. And it's caught. Touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Mounties have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary. 3-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw.
That's taken in by Watson. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this will be taken at the 13. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Up to the 20. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. He finds Watson complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing to start the drive. Eaton. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Eaton. And that is incomplete. Here's Tress Way now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Packers get set to go. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sly able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. This one left side caught by Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. To throw on 3rd down. Eaton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The return is Jones. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The give is to Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studio. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. Toronto's offense ready to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Eaton. And that is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Eaton.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this. On 1st and 10, Eaton.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Takes it at the 7th, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, Eaton. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Patterson on the draw play. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the gun on 3rd down. Eaton. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Well, another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. On On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
For the heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Give to Patterson, running to the right.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to kick it away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and that leads to a Green Bay 1st. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll set up a throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. To throw on third down. Eaton. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Again, it's Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. 2nd and 5. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's out right at the 25. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
On first down, Eaton. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll give it to Patterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This will be caught at about the 5. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Back to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale, because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eaton. And that will be incomplete. Here's Tressway now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So the Packers down on the scoreboard. 55 seconds remaining. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over
on downs on the short side of the field. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half. That has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for the home team here, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.